It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. Hey, we're in the holiday season now. We're past Thanksgiving, we're in December, and Christmas is right around the corner. Don't get too excited. We have a little bit of time. Oh yeah, I'm holding a bag of cookies, and there's a reason for that. Primarily because I wanted some cookies this morning. Not always the best way to start your day with a nutritional standpoint, but I'm hungry and I wanted cookies, so what are you gonna do? And I brought in cookies for everybody on the cast and the crew, and for some reason, I'm the only person in here. Literally, there's no one else in here.
Fudge in the break room!
I don't know if you heard that, but someone just yelled fudge in the break room, which explains why there's no one in here. Okay, well, I'll keep these cookies for myself for right now. So let's talk about today's show and where you can find this show online. Let's take a look. You can find the East Daily Download online at WNCT.com under the Download tab, where you can watch this or any episode. Also, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and use the East Daily Download hashtag. We'd also love to hear from you via email. You can email us at download@WNCT.com. We aren't available on Carrier Pigeon currently, so use the download email. Also, one of the other cool things that we have is we're now at WNCT's mobile app. So download that at the Google Play or the App Store. You can download it and you can watch on the go wherever you are across Eastern North Carolina or anywhere in the world. Watch the East Daily Download. Okay, so coming up today, Angie Casada will be joining us for Q&A with AQ. We're going to go under the sea to take a look at the new SpongeBob movie. We have part 3 in our sit-down interview with Don Cashflow, the founder of Reindeer Dash for Cash, 5K and 10-mile run. And if all that wasn't enough, right now what we're going to do is check in with Jerry Jackson, Weather Kids. He has a special episode for us today. Let's take a look.
On April 5th and 6th of 1936, one of the deadliest tornado outbreaks in U.S. history occurred throughout several southern states. One of the strongest of the storms, an F5 tornado, hit the city of Tupelo, Mississippi. With estimated winds well over 200 miles an hour, the Tupelo storm virtually destroyed 48 city blocks, claiming 217 lives in the process. Many of these were in the residential district of the city. A number of tornado oddities were recorded with this storm, including accounts of pine needles driven into the bark of trees by extreme winds. One of the survivors of the storm was a 1-year-old child by the name of Elvis Aaron Presley. From the WNCT 9 on your side First Alert Weather School, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson. Class dismissed.
The long forecast, the 7-8 day forecast, that's what I like to see. That lets me know ahead of time what the weather's going to be like. Jerry does a good job. He lets you know when something is finna transpire. I have the app on my phone and the radar on my phone, so I can keep up with that. It helps me know when the storm is coming up and what the weather's going to be like and what's bad. One moment I really appreciated was when Hurricane Florence was about, and the way Jerry really
Now downloading Wacky Wednesday.
That was one moment that made my decision for us to leave town at that time. Because in Craven County, we got hit bad. And Jerry really emphasized how strong the storm surge was going to be, how much wind we was going to have, how much damage was expected. So that gave us the determination to leave town. So that was one of the great moments, I believe, was with Jerry's forecast of Hurricane Florence. I just wanted to say, y'all continue to do what you're doing.
Watch a Wisconsin mailman run afoul of a territorial turkey. Postman Jeff Burns' daily Waukesha route is business as usual until he nears the end.
Towards the end of the day, I pick up a friend who follows me around the route.
That's right, a wild turkey chases Burn along the same stretch of his route nearly every day.
Not quite sure what he really likes.
Neighbors have nicknamed the angry bird Mortimer. Wildlife officials say male turkeys can be very territorial, especially when breeding. Burn is armed with an air horn in case Mortimer gets a little too hawkish. But this Thanksgiving season, the veteran postman is giving thanks he hasn't had to use it yet.
It's a CW December that keeps on giving.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
With all new specials.
The Christmas Caroler Challenge.
And all your favorites all month long.
Watch out!
Happy holidays!
Spend the holidays with the CW all month long.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. Hope your day's off to a great start so far. Quick reminder, we are in the holiday season, so happy holidays to you. You can get the WNCT mobile app, Google Play or the App Store, download it and watch the East Daily Download on the go wherever you are. That's our present to you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Still to come today, what we're going to do is have a new Q&A with AQ. Angie Casada is going to be here answering your questions. But right now what we want to do is take you to part 3 of the interview that I was lucky enough to have with Don Cash-Salau, who's one of the founders and principals behind the Reindeer Dash for Cash that's taking place this weekend, and talk about the importance of this race and really what the meaning of it is. Let's take a look. Okay, so Don, tell us the medals here. This is the finisher medal. What does it represent?
So everything here, obviously we have the American flag and the reindeer, but the gold star and the military gold star represents the fallen. So every year we have the gold star on our finisher medal as a way to say we're not only remembering Chris, but we are remembering all the fallen that have given their lives for our freedom.
The one other question I was just thinking of, what is the future of the Reindeer Dash for Cash? Is that you have no plans on retiring the race at any point in time? And eventually, would you turn it over to somebody else to continue to run if, at some point, or?
Yeah, I have no plans to ever stop. In our first year, we really had no real goal, but it became such a part of my life and who I am, and it helped me heal and turn that grief into something productive. So I have no plans of ever stopping. I'm sure at some point down the road, I'll turn the key over to someone else to let them take it on, but I hope
That's
this
way in the
continues.
foreseeable future.
Yes.
So tell us about the thank you card that you received.
So it's always a favorite time of year for me when I get the thank you cards from the scholarship recipients. And it's not that they're thanking me, but it reminds me that Chris's legacy is continuing and living on through them. And so I received 2 thank you cards from our recipients at North Carolina Wesleyan College this week, and one of them, his father served with Chris. And I just thought, wow, that's just amazing, because I have nothing to do with the selection process. We set out, my board and I set out the criteria, which is health related and or military, again, keeping it about Chris and what he was. And so it was really special to get that thank you card. And
he recognized the name.
Yeah, and he explained to me that he's gotten to know Chris through his father, and he speaks of him often. And again, that's what it's all about.
December 8th is the 15th annual Reindeer Dash for Cash 5K and 10-mile run. The Captain Cash Foundation donates all proceeds from the run to provide scholarships to ECU, North Carolina Wesleyan College, and the North Carolina National Guard Educational Foundation. The Captain Cash Foundation is named in honor of Christopher Cash, who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Please join 9 on your side and suddenly for the 15th annual Reindeer Dash for Cash, Sunday, December 8th at the Greenville Town Common. Register or volunteer now at reindeerdashforcash.org.
For the past 40 years, the town of Pinal Shores has dealt with major flooding.
So in 2014, we did install a stormwater measure with some pipes that went to a vault, and that vault went on to the Country Club of the Crystal Coast.
But the Clean Water Management Trust Fund grant is providing an extension to that project. The grant was awarded to the North Carolina Coastal Federation and the town of Pinal Shores. The funds will be used to install pumps and drainage lines to increase the infiltration of storm water and reduce flooding.
The system will give the town the ability to pump down the groundwater level before a storm, but it also, just in a regular storm event, allows that water to infiltrate through the sandy soil.
Without the grant, Town Clerk Sarah Williams says storm water would pollute the nearby Bogue Sound.
With major storms, we would have to discharge directly into the oceans and sounds, and we were discharging water that had gone through the streets and through septics and was really contaminated.
Williams says the system will allow water to drain more quickly for residents in the east part of town. The grant is one step forward to a cleaner method of removing stormwater off the town's streets. The design for this project is expected to start this winter, and construction is scheduled to begin late 2020. In Pinal Shores, Camila Barco, 9 on your side.
It's ingrained in me.
Of course I know what the themes are.
Entertainment Tonight. That's what people want.
It's hard to think of Entertainment Tonight without...
I mean, come on, since I was a little kid.
This is Entertainment Tonight. This is the Bible of show business.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download. I was just down the hall and there is a long line for people to get fudge. Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson was nice enough to bring fudge in, and everybody in the station is partaking in that. So that's great. I brought in cookies. I did not know that was going to go down today, so we got a lot of cookies left over, but I'm sure we'll be able to eat them eventually. Okay, still to come today, we have a new Q&A with AQ. Angie Casado will be here answering your questions, but right now, let's go below the surface of the ocean and meet up with our friend SpongeBob and take a look at his new movie. SpongeBob, let's take a look.
I love my life. I love you so much, Gary. I'll never forget the day we met.
Snail, what's your name? Gary, huh? Do you want to be friends? Me too.
Gary, I'm home. Gary? Gare Bear? Gary? Gary! Have you seen Gary?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Gary's been snail napped.
This summer, the search begins.
Friends don't let friends go on dangerous quests alone.
With all new faces.
Hello. Call me Sage.
Good name.
I'm made out of sage and I am a sage, so it works out pretty well.
I'm Patrick. My name means toaster in Celtic.
Pretty sure it doesn't.
The most amazing places.
The lost city of Atlantic City.
Boy, I hope we don't lose focus.
Look, I wouldn't worry about us losing.
Cotton candy.
Ice cream.
Churros.
And a hero.
Let it ride, Patrick! Let it ride! Woo!
You can bet on.
Put it on L.
Patrick, that's not an L, that's a 7.
7 starts with an L? Oh, that's weird.
The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run.
This is gonna be like a buddy movie.
Oh, I love your sense of irony, Patrick.
Thank you. I love my sense of ironing, too.
This isn't the story I expected to be telling. 3 years ago, when Batman mysteriously disappeared, he divided Gotham.
Crows represent order, security.
The crows are not the hero of this story, Gotham. I want to take power.
I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be, when it fits a woman.
Provided me with some more resources and some more faces that I could talk to and reach out.
Angela Goldie has 2 sons in Pitt County schools, and she says both of them have been bullied in the past.
It's very heartbreaking. You obviously can't go to school and walk your child that's 12 years old to school every day.
That's why Goldie and about a dozen other Pitt County parents came out to Bullying 101.
So we really hope that parents will leave knowing how to be a team with their school teachers, administrators, and the school system overall to address issues of bullying, and with some tips about how they can both prevent their child from being bullied as well as prevent their child from participating in bullying actions.
Pitt County school representatives and the Greenville Police Department spoke to parents on this sensitive topic, hoping they will leave with some new knowledge, like how the word bully is being used.
We're using the term bullying a lot, and we need to try and step it back a little bit and remember that it's not always about bullying. Maybe it's just harsh words or actions.
And addressing bullying is something the community can do together.
Really helps them understand the power that they have and the power that their words have to both engage in bullying or also to stop it.
Goldie is now ready to spread what she's learned.
But I think it needs to go to now educating my kids, to making them feel a little more empowered.
If your business would like to be featured in our new show, The East Daily Download, contact Joe Bullard at 252-355-8520 or jbullard@WNCT.com today and watch The East Daily Download weekdays at 7 on Eastern North Carolina CW.
The end of one year and the beginning of a new year gives us a great time to reflect on what we're thankful for. There are many great organizations right here in the East that could use your help to better serve those in need. We know they would appreciate any help you can offer.
When Joy Thompson shares how long she's been in recovery and off the painkillers that derailed her life, she can't help but smile.
4 years.
4 years.
Yep. I feel amazing. Everything is just so good.
She credits much of her recent success to this app on her phone that holds her accountable with random breathalyzer and drug tests.
This, what you're seeing here, is my history. This is the date and what type of test I took.
Results are immediate, the testing is monitored by video, and Thompson is rewarded with up to $200 per month for not using, working, and attending meetings.
The reward of pulling out my phone and saying to my daughter, look!
Because you can look right there at your history and it pulls it up and it says successful, successful, successful.
Over and over again.
Dynamicare Health developed the app. Founder Eric Gastfriend says so far they've seen promising outcomes, not only with opioid addicts, but also with alcohol addiction and smoking.
It's really trying to get to the reward system in the brain that's driving the addiction and create a countervailing force of rewards for staying sober and staying in treatment.
Thompson got hooked on painkillers after she was prescribed them following surgery. Her addiction led her to crime and then prison. Since her release, she's earned more than $800 using the technology. Her reentry program provides the funds through a grant.
I honestly say from my heart, that app got me to where I am. You know I did the work, but it was right here with me.
She says in the process, she's learned she's stronger than she thought and feels like she's starting a new life. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Seaside Heights, New Jersey.
Good morning, everyone. It's Angie Casada, Q&A with AQ, where you, the viewers, get to send in some amazing questions, and it's officially my favorite season of the year. I love Christmas, I love the holiday season, and all of it, everything that it brings. And I just love your questions. You guys have been keeping it real seasonal, so let's get to it. The first question, when do you start decorating for Christmas? Well, I'm gonna be honest, I usually do right after, like that weekend after Thanksgiving is when I start throwing everything up, but lately, I don't know, I think because I've been missing my family much, I feel like I just want to throw up the decorations like yesterday. So usually the weekend of Thanksgiving though, that's usually the tradition that I do. Next question, what do you ask Santa for, or what did you ask Santa for when you were a kid? 3 words, easy bake oven. Every year, I already had all the models. I had every single kind, Mrs. Fields. There was like a red one, there was a pink one. I wanted all of them. So that's every year I would ask Santa for an oven. I probably had 6 of them. We did donate them, so don't worry. Another child had them. And I also asked for a basketball hoop and a lot of sports stuff related because I wanted to keep up with my brothers and all my guy cousins. So I was always asking for something that would make me look cool with them every time like our family got together and I could hang out with them and be like, hey, look what Santa got me. So that's usually what I asked for. But yeah, these are great questions. We're gonna keep going until next week. If you have any questions, please send them to download@WNCT.com. It's Angie Casada with East Daily Download.
WNCT 9 on your side wants you to unwrap the app this holiday season. We have an app for the latest news. We have an app for First Alert Weather. Both of them are free, so they make the perfect gift. Happy holidays from all of us at 9 on your side.
Well, it is National Cookie Day, and I brought cookies in for everybody, but they're having fudge instead. So I guess I'm going to get to eat all these cookies today by myself. Oh, hey, Lauren. Hey. Well, I mean, that's good. I wanted them to go away so I didn't have to eat them all. So the East Daily Download cast and crew and East Daily Download players have had some cookies. So enjoy National Cookie Day. We'll see you back here tomorrow on the East Daily Download. Have a good one, everybody. I'm going to go eat one now. Thursday, when we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download, we've got a new real estate roundup coming your way. We'll have a new Ion Entertainment. We'll also bring you part 4 of our series featuring the mission of the Reindeer Dash for Cash 5K and 10-mile run. And we'll have a special edition of A Loving Home. So join us on Thursday for an all-new The East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.